Hey everybody, welcome back. These crazy exes are getting a reality check today.
And he dated this girl in grade 4?
What the f is going on?
They're living together. They're together now.
POV, you finally break no contact. You broke it or someone else did?
My ex won't stop calling me off no caller ID, so we're gonna see what he wants.
Yo.
Yes?
Bro, I literally just saw you post that guy on your story.
I'm posting my friend on my story. You're calling me off no caller ID because I have you blocked. How are you even seeing my story?
Bro, you don't think my friends tell me everything? So what? The past 6 months just meant jack to you?
No.
Yes.
You were texting other girls.
But now that we're broken up, this is like, who really cares at this point? I was gonna see if you want to go to the casino, but if you're posted up with another guy, then whatever.
So you called me to tell me that you wanted to go out, but you don't want to go out.
Alright, well, do you want to go to dinner?
I'm not going to dinner with you.
Oh my god. Alright, wait, you want to grab food?
No, I
That's the
don't
same
want to
thing.
grab food.
Okay. So, if you don't want to go to the casino, you want to play Jackpot World?
No, I don't want to play a phone game with you.
Dude, it's literally not a phone game. There's like 200 games.
Okay, I'm not playing any of them with you.
Alright, so if I'm just honest with you, can we go grab dinner?
If you're just honest with me. You weren't honest with me, so now we can't grab dinner. Do you understand? Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, to me it does. Maybe in some strange way, he's like,
She's playing hard to get. She says she drives me crazy.
no, bestie. A block means leave me alone. It means stop calling me. And it most certainly means that she does not want to go to dinner with you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys are toxic like that. I don't know. The sheer confusion when he asked you to go to dinner and you were like, no. He's like,
okay. What do you mean you don't want to go to dinner? But do you want to grab food?
that's the same thing. That's the same thing. Okay? It's a no from me, Doug. She still loves him because why waste your time? I mean, you said it, not me. I didn't say it. Like, I kind of agree. Because if you're still answering, I mean, maybe she just did it for the plot. Maybe she just did it for the video. Whatever, okay? Maybe she just did it to entertain us, and it was entertaining. However, I think that he's not understanding because you're picking up the phone. He's like, yes, I got in. I got an in. She's answering. She wants to talk to me. So why are you still talking to him? You should be blocking him constantly, or better yet, try getting a new number. I mean, or if someone tells you that they don't want to talk to you anymore and they don't want to be around you and they ask you to leave you alone, they could, like, you know, respect that. Whoa. What a revelation.
I can't even believe I'm gonna say this right now, but here are things my manipulative ex-boyfriend used to do that I thought were normal. He would tell me that he was short on rent money. I would help him time and time again, but whenever I said no, not this time, he would tell me that whatever he had to do to get the money, illegal or not, cheating or not, that it was my fault for not helping him. He would change the password to his phone every week, and when I would ask him about it, he would tell me that I just remembered it wrong. He would ask me for gas money because he was driving to my place when it was 15 minutes. Anytime I would bail on plans or have to move them, he would tell me days later that he had some elaborate surprise planned. So romantic, so sweet of him, but I never got to see it because I didn't show up. But yet every time I did show up, there was never anything planned. He would go to restaurants with me because he said he wanted to go on dates, right? We would get there, I would order my food, and he would say, oh, I'm actually not gonna get anything. I'm not hungry. And there would be a long pause, and I would be like, do you just not have money? And he'd be like, yeah, but it's fine.
Dude, the amount of people who use that, like, not even boyfriends or like partners or whatever, but the amount of people who do the, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Yeah. Do you want me to get it for you? Yeah, if you're offering. Meanwhile, they're posting about, you know, all the clothes that they're buying, the lavish trips that they're taking. Be wary of the people that, yeah, but you have money and I don't. Yeah, but I don't have any money. You do? Oh, you do? Weren't you, like, just in New York? Maybe you don't have money after New York.
And lastly, this one is literally insane. This was after we broke up, but it had been like 2 months, not even. He owed me money, like a few $100s.
You're not getting that
back. And he called me
back.
out of the blue from a random number to say that he couldn't pay me back, but that I didn't need the money anyway. And then told me he was engaged. What on earth? My standards were low.
What a sucker. What a sucker. Not you. You're like, I mean, you're also a little bit of a, I'm kidding. But I mean, whoever ended up with him is a sucker. So wait, he doesn't have any money, but somehow has money to buy an engagement ring? You do have money. You just don't want to spend it on certain things. Why spend it when the people around you and the people that care about you can just spend their money? That's honestly the mentality that they have.
Well, you have money, so I don't need to spend mine.
Ooh, what we call it that? I don't know. Well, you don't need the money back. I'm just gonna take, and you don't need me to pay you back because you have money. No, that's not how it works. You borrow money from people and you pay them back. I know that we all like to watch these videos of the like, things my ex did and I stayed, but like, be freaking for real. We've all been there. We all let someone treat us like absolute garbage, okay? We like to think that we're better, but we're not. You're just as sad, and so am I. Honestly, I kind of attribute it to age and naivety, right? Throwback to that one time my psycho ex wouldn't stop calling me, going off, and then playing the victim while I was trying to work. Okay, goodie.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, okay? Because I'm sitting here. I am beyond.
This is on you right now. You texted me being a psycho. No.
Else. Listen, my father needs to go to work tomorrow.
I'm at work right now, but that doesn't matter to you.
Listen, I'm not going to do this, Katie. I'm not going to do this, okay? I don't want to do this. I'm so done. I'm so done.
You
Okay, be done then.
texted me, going off on me, out of nowhere.
Please stop. Please just stop. Please just stop.
How are you gonna be a psycho shit, and then you're gonna cry?
Stop calling me names. Stop it. Stop it. I need to put pants on and fucking go outside now.
Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Thank you. Maybe you just answered that call for the plot too. Sometimes you're just curious, you know? Sometimes you just want to answer to hear them grovel. Just me? I have to put pants on. You do. My eyes got huge when I read only dated for 2 weeks. Wait, you dated this person for 2 weeks? Was that in like the caption or something and I can't see it? Oh my. At least it was only 2 weeks. Or was it? Creator responds, when I broke up with her, she would text me dozens of literal paragraphs all day and nights for weeks. This is your sign to not text that paragraph. Don't do it. I ain't reading all that. I ain't. Unless it's for TikTok, in which case I'll read it aloud. Are people okay? My goodness. If you're going that crazy over someone you were dating for 2 weeks, you are 100% the problem.
I once dated a guy who used to stalk his ex-girlfriend, like on social media, every single day while we were dating, and it's almost 2 years, in order to make sure that he was doing quote-unquote better than her. So for context, I dated this guy in like...
Wait. I'm sorry. He told you that? Did he admit to that? Oh, how are you not embarrassed? Oh, that is embarrassing. Oh, the secondhand embarrassment I feel. My goodness. Oh, goody. If you're that worried about it, you're not doing better than her. Like, I'm sorry. She lives in your head rent-free, bestie. That already means that she's doing better than you.
college. Okay, so we were like almost in our 20s, and he dated this girl in grade 4, like young, super young. And they were together for like 6 months. And then she found someone else, and then she broke up with him. And
Grade
even though it was
4.
only 6 months, you know, he was really heartbroken about it, and he was like, okay, that's fine. Like, It was your first relationship. If it meant something to you, so be it.
I'm sorry. In grade 4, I didn't even like wear a bra. I didn't even wear a bra until like at least grade 8. People were dating in grade 4. That's news to me, man. I still thought boys had cooties in grade 4.
But after that breakup, and so even prior to meeting, so years after, he would stalk her on Facebook every single day. He'll look her up early in the morning, like like the first thing he'll do, like 4 or 5 in the morning, he'll look her name up, scroll through her profile, and then the last thing he'll do before he goes to bed is the exact same thing. And things like I've seen like records because I remember being on his computer and then like her name popped up and I was like, oh, do you still like talk to her and hang out with her and stuff? And then it kind of like opened his can of worms of no, he like looks her up all the time. And I was like a bit uncomfortable at the time, but he was like, oh yeah, no, like I just want to make sure that I was doing like better than her. And I guess like my dumb self was like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess the craziest thing is like a year and a half into our relationship, he opened her profile and saw that she was gay, like she came out and stuff like that, and he was just like, oh, now it makes sense why she cheated on me. She didn't cheat on him, she just broke up with someone else. But he was like, oh, like painting her as this like horrible person. I was like, oh, that makes sense why we broke up, because she wasn't into guys. And it's like, no, you, dude, like you're so self-centered.
You were in grade 4!
Again, I don't know how he is right now. I haven't talked to him in forever. But I imagine, like, is he stalking me? Is he stalking still all these girls that he's dated to just make himself feel better? Can you imagine? What psycho continues to, like, harp on this person that they've dated years ago?
Okay.
And this girl probably doesn't even think about him, right? Probably doesn't know he exists. And he still constantly checks up on her just to make sure he's doing better than her. Like, get a fucking life.
Ooh, this is a tough one because like sometimes I Google people that I like that bullied me and I just kind of want to see what they're up to. You know what I mean? Like I'll look them up, see what's up. Not every morning though, and not right before I go to bed. I feel like that's like a once a year type thing, maybe once every 2 years. Yeah. No, the daily things it's giving obsession. It's giving like you're not over the person that you dated when you were in grade 4. Like how old are you in grade 4? 7? 8? Are you okay? Like, did I just unknowingly but also knowingly admit to the fact that I still creep people from my past? 100%. That's what the internet is for. Come on. But this, I'm not trying to say that it's okay. I would say that the frequency as to what he does and how often he does it is what's not okay. A harmless creep every now and again ain't that big of a deal. You're not crazy. I mean, I am a little bit, but but I think if you're that obsessed with someone that you dated in 4th grade, a daily and nightly check-in, 4 or 5 in the morning, my goodness. Concerned. I'm concerned. I always wonder what people think when they creep me on the internet. Like people from my past. You know, I do what I do with the hope that people from my past creep me and get mad. Especially the ones that hurt me. If you're watching this, how does it feel? How does it feel? No, that's not why I make videos. But sometimes I wonder what people would think if they came across the profile. It makes me somewhat happy, honestly. I feel like I'm happy about it. Because I'm petty like that. Why do you expect anything else from me, guys? You know I'm petty. Like, you know I am. I'm not gonna overtly go and be petty. But, like, I'm gonna succeed at life so that you feel bad about yourself. I'm gonna succeed in life so that the people that hurt me feel bad. Indirect, you know? Indirect. We move in the shadows, bestie. And the best form of revenge is success. Because you're not hurting anybody. Unless they're salty about you, you know? I was being stalked by my ex and she came over and did this.
I don't want to do this if I don't have you, please.
Why do they all do that?
Please. Record me, I don't care. Record me, I don't care. Post it. Post it.
I'm not even recording you.
Post it. Post it. I don't care. I don't care.
I'm just gonna tell you right now, there is no person on earth that is worth that kind of reaction. Stop. Stop it. Like, it's almost like reminds me of like a child having a temper tantrum in like a grocery store. That is the only time, other than like a crazy ex or like someone who was caught cheating, That's the only time I ever see someone behave like that. And it's not a someone, it's more like a kid that whose brain hasn't fully developed. There must be something psychological there. Like you revert back to a time when something got taken away from you as a child and then you start acting like one. Like, I don't know. Well, I almost feel bad. Like I do feel bad, but it's also like at this point, it's like, come on now. It's not worth it. And like, if you think that this kind of behavior is gonna want someone to take you back, you are sorely mistaken. Even recently, I've like had friends who've broken up with their girlfriends, and the way that these girlfriends acted, like at their big age of like at least 30, okay? They're calling incessantly, they're threatening things, they're acting super, super erratic and like, you know, super angry and bitter about the situation. And, you know, like I try to say like, listen, I think the best course of action here is to just let go. Just let go, okay? I understand you're sad about this. I understand you don't want to be broken up with this person, but I think you need to let go. Because when you act like this, you not only are embarrassing yourself, but you're scaring people away because this does not work. It might work for a mother and her toddler who just wants her toddler to shut up. So she gives the toddler what the toddler wants so that they stop screaming and crying in public and embarrassing her. But it doesn't work to get your significant other back. It doesn't. I would say that's a surefire way to never get them back, ever. Oh God, I can't even watch it. It's so hard to watch. It's too hard to watch. I can't do it. This is how I acted as a young woman before I figured out therapy and how to resolve all my abandonment trauma. And this girl probably is not as cray as it seems. This is what happens when you do have some sort of like psychological abandonment trauma. Like something happened as a kid. And that's why almost like sometimes you can kind of see the age at which something happened based on like how they react in certain situations. We always kind of revert back to like a time where the trauma initially happened, okay? Which is why it reminds you of a toddler who's having a tantrum. I'm not a psychiatrist, okay? I'm not, but I have had a lot of therapy, which is why I know this. Yeah. So yeah, if you're ever confused as to why someone's acting a certain way, if they seem like they're acting like a child, it's probably because of something that happened in childhood or adolescence. My husband is crazy. He sent this to me and said, why can't you love me like this? You don't want that, bestie. You don't want that. You think you want it, but you don't. Did you take her back? No, I put her crazy ass in jail. Oh, okay. Noted. Okay, yes. It's not your responsibility to tiptoe around people's issues. They should be going to therapists. Therapy is great. Highly recommend. Someone's here. Hello?
What's your man? Baby, you what I do. I'll be coming home back to you every night. Do you right? You're the type of
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of funny. Like, it's better than having a temper tantrum like a child. Like, that's like still endearing, you know? Like, it would make me laugh. Depending on how it ended, you know? Like, I think context is necessary, but she looks and sounds fun. Nah, see, I'm coming outside with a water hose. Ooh, like that, eh? Damn. If she ain't this toxic, I don't want it. Oh my goodness. It makes me wonder if there's people out there that actually like it, you know? Do you like that? Do people like that? I don't know, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Today was such a loss. It's not even right. It's just not even cool. Woke up late, right? Went to get coffee with friends. Everything's somewhat normal. I get a call from my boyfriend. His ex-girlfriend is, surprise, coming to the house to collect everything. They've been broken up for 2.5, 3 years. This is old news. I didn't just start dating this man. She's on her way in a 15-foot U-Haul to come and collect all of her hoard that she left for free storage in this man's house. Okay, all right, that's cool. Then proceeded my way back to our house to try to expedite the process before she got there. So I'm throwing shit on the porch. I don't want her to have any reason to go in this house and look through my crap, right? My boyfriend's there, he's helping me. I leave because I have a nail appointment because I broke my nail. That's another story. We're gonna get to that. oh, what the
That's almost
fuck?
worse.
I leave my boyfriend at the house. He's like, are you sure you don't want to stay? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, honestly, I don't need this to ruin my energy today. Have fun with her, deal with her, goodbye. I leave. So I'm sitting at the nail salon, and I'm getting updates from my boyfriend as this girl is at our house. They're arguing, she's bossing him around, he's yelling at her. She's a pretentious, like, I love women, support women. No, like, no. Try my best to be nice, but no. And I'm the admin on our Wi-Fi account, so I'm getting notifications at the nail salon that her iPhone is connected to the Wi-Fi. And then her iPad is connected to the Wi-Fi. And then an external hard drive is connected to the Wi-Fi. She's there for like an hour. I'm like, what the like, make yourself at home, why don't you? I'm so tempted to disable the Wi-Fi at this point and disconnect her devices. But I didn't, because I'm a civil woman. But what were you doing? Why was there a hard drive connected to our Wi-Fi? What were you doing? So I texted him. I'm like, well, what the f*** is going on? He's like, we're arguing. It's ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. And he's a busy man. It's a Thursday during the work week. Like,
I'm not satisfied.
Busy just because it's convenient to her. Like, he has to drop everything and, like, assist her and, like, walk her through the house. Because why would we trust her at our home alone? No. She's bossing him around, taking more stuff from the house. I haven't been home yet. I'm expecting it to be, like, fucking ransacked. But I'm gonna take a breath. And I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna work off this extra anger and this extra energy, because I need a minute. Oh my gosh, there's a connection to this too. If you've like seen my old videos where like, I did that like little series where I was returning my boyfriend's ex's flower collection to like Michael's and Home Goods and all the stores because she left the tags on them. This is the same woman, and she made a big list and she was looking for all those flowers to take. I told her to check the clearance section at Michael's because...
Honestly, I don't understand why you kept that furniture for that long. Like, in storage? Or were you just using it? No. I'm sorry. After about, like, 6 months, I think that if you leave anything at your ex's house, that's not yours anymore.
I'm sorry. You had 3 years to collect your belongings, and now you choose to do so. Not my fault. Not my fault.
I'm sorry. Hot take here. She didn't come to collect her belongings. She came to see her ex. Because who in their right mind goes to their ex's house 3 years after they broke up to go and grab their stuff? Clearly you didn't miss it that much. It's been 3 years. But you know what you did miss?
Normalize posting why you broke up on the internet.
Okay, I think enough time has passed that I can tell you guys the crazy story of why and how my ex and I broke up. So, my ex moved from interstate to live with me, and so he didn't really know anyone else that wasn't my friend in our town. So, we were talking about getting married. We were talking about spending our lives together. I thought we were getting engaged in like the next 6 to 12 months sort of thing. And then this woman named Joanne moves in next door. Now, it took us a while to warm up to Joanne because she was a little bit vague about her past. Like, we would ask her where she was from and she would kind of dance around the question. We would ask her, like, if she's married, she would dance around the question. She just wasn't very forthcoming with information about her past. But we were like, oh, none of our business. Maybe there's some trauma there. Good for her. But she seemed pretty lonely. She didn't really know anyone in town either. So the three of us would hang out. We would do things together. We really started to trust Jo. We'd hang out all the time. Another strange thing about Jo is that she had a chemical burn to her eye, a chronic injury, right? It was a long time ago. It was healed and she should have been wearing an eye patch. But instead, she would just tape cotton, a new piece of cotton to her face every day. Okay. Very strange. Anyway, the relationship kind of turned from like the three of us being friends and her and I being closer to her messaging my boyfriend more and stuff like that. But I wasn't super worried about it because he's a friendly guy and whatever. So one day I go on a work trip and my boyfriend's like messaging me a little bit less than usual, but still messaging me. And I come home and he's gone and all of his stuff is gone. And I'm like, what the... So I start calling his family. I start calling my family. I start calling our mutual friends. I start calling anyone I can think of because he's not answering. And I'm like, where has he gone? Does anyone know where he's gone? And some people were like, we can't tell you that. It's not for us to disclose. I'm like, okay, so this is weird. He's plotted something crazy, weird. What have I missed here? Like, I'm like blaming myself, blah, blah, blah. And I had tried to text Joanne next door, Jo, and she didn't reply. And I was like, she always replies to me. This is getting mad sus. So about 2 weeks later, I go over to her house and I knock on the door and a man answers. I've never seen a man over there. And I say, hi, is Jo home? And he says, Joanne? Yeah, she was the previous tenant, right? And I was like, she's moved out? He's like, yeah, she moved away with some blonde guy. I was like, do you have a forwarding address? He says, yes. He gives me the address. It's only an hour away. I drive there. Sure enough, both of their cars are there. They're living together. They're together now. So I don't know where she come from. I don't know where she go. But if it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago.
No, you did not. You did not just say that! He really left you for Cotton Eye Joe. He really did. Like, I was gonna say a cotton pirate, but that's better. That's a way better joke. Oh, goody. Oh, my. That was like the joke of the century, bestie. Whoa! I'm glad that we are at a point where we can laugh at it. At the time, that would probably sting a little. Just saying. Here's a reality check. Don't let your husbands hang out with your Cotton Eye neighbors because they might leave you for them. Didn't know I needed that reality check, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Subscribe!